Hello and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
I'm Michael Mandel. We're just talking about the Last Supper, which is important.
Coming up.
Yesterday was Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Hopefully everybody made it through there. Why is it significant that something's Friday the 13th?
Well, some people say that because there were 13 people at the Last Supper. I don't know if that's the reason why 13 is allegedly a bad number superstitiously.
There were 13 states initially in America.
Sure.
That was bad luck. Look what's happening now.
We have 13 stripes on our flag.
That's right. Well, because we have 13 states.
Colonies, original colonies.
And of course, when you're 13 and a male, which is sexist, in the Jewish religion, you're a teenager, and you also can get bar mitzvah.
Yes, you can.
And if you're a girl, you can do it at 12. They mature so much faster, yeah.
Hey, you know, there was a full moon Thursday night.
Where?
Outside, where it always is.
All right, sorry.
And I'll show you that one later. You know.
Forget it, it's behind you.
Thursday night at 12:12 in the morning.
Not 13:13
in the morning? And the date was 12:12.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah, 12:12 at 12:12. That will never happen again. Not in our lifetimes.
Well, our lifetimes don't matter. I mean, you know.
In the scheme of the universe.
We'll see. Did you figure that out? Do you have one of those little calculators you can figure out when things are going to happen?
Of course. You know how I am.
I think you're becoming too scientific, and because of that, it's time to have our drink.
Yes. We're having a holiday drink today.
We're giving you some time to prepare for this. You got a week to go down to wherever you go and get your booze, because even though this is not very rare, this is Flor de Cana. It's a 12-year-old rum that I think Beth gave to us.
You won't find that at Walgreens, folks.
Probably not.
You just won't.
Anyway.
And so,
we're doing
even though next week is our Christmas show, Christmas Hanukkah show, today we're giving you a head start.
So you have time not to get in the crowds going for...
And we're tasting two separate kinds of eggnogs as a community service.
Yes. So this would be with a rum. You have the option of whatever rum you want to use, but a 12-year-old single, as they say, estate rum should be kind of special.
12 years old?
12 years old. You know, when you're 12, you're not 13.
You're almost
you
a teenager.
You are, yes.
So shake that up?
Are you supposed to shake it?
I think I would.
Wouldn't the word nog means it's shooken?
No, it wouldn't.
It says shake.
No, but...
My almond milk says shake. This just says pasture raised.
But not homogenized. Homogenized?
It's like super homogenized.
I'm sure it is. Before they had all these flavorings like that.
Okay, I'm going to do this by
things settle, you know.
ear. Ooh.
Okay.
I guess you're right. We should have stirred it.
I'll stir it.
No, don't do it. Don't do mine. I will do mine the bartender.
I can improvise.
Cheers.
Okay. It's pretty good eggnog, actually.
Oh, yeah, it is. You know what?
Could use more rum.
No, I think it's kind of nicely balanced. Well, I put more rum in yours. You don't know how to mix these things.
I mix it perfectly.
You mix it like this. You were mixing it like this.
Yours is shaken. Mine is stirred.
Now it's stirred. Try again.
Shake it. It's tasty. It's very tasty.
Yeah, you know.
I don't drink a lot of eggnog, but when I do,
I would
drink this.
It should be good.
It should be good.
Right around now, our friend Dave Zemont has been sending me all these recipes for like dessert and Christmassy things, and they all have tons of calories.
Lots of sugar, lots of carbs.
Lots of funny things. Not what I consider a cocktail. I would consider an alcoholic milkshake, really.
It's pretty much what it is, yeah.
And that's what this is, kind of. And you know, you were saying we could use like Kahlua or Irish cream.
You could add whiskey to this instead of rum.
Yes.
Eggnog has quite a variety of
We did the same thing either 1 or 2 years ago. I think we did 3 things. We did a bourbon, a cognac maybe, and Schwartzhog. And that's why I brought the Schwartzhog back, because you don't remember it, and it was really good.
I remember having it, but I don't remember when or why. But that's pretty good.
Sounds like a song. Anyway, we have one of the biggest weeks in the entire calendar going. Well, we just got through the impeachment thing, which looks like it's going through this week. Mm-hmm. And you know, you think about how Bill Clinton was impeached because of a sexual reason.
He lied to Congress about having sex.
He lied about his sexual reason. On the other hand, so that was obviously far more important than anything that this president has done. Obviously, just look at the facts. Obviously, much more important. I won't say anything else. Make up your mind.
Don't worry, there'll be more on that later, I'm sure, from us.
Or any other channel you turn to.
Yeah, that's right. Every other channel.
Yeah.
We're kind of a holiday.
We just feel we don't. That's why we don't do much politics.
We don't.
Yeah.
Everybody else does.
Oh, this next thing is
But
financial, local, partially political.
And some people might think it's political because the minimum wage in New Mexico goes up, or in Las Cruces, it goes up to $10.25 an hour as of the first of the year.
And, you know, when you think about it, why would that be political? Because we're allowing people who don't make more money to make more money? We're allowing that to happen?
Well, now the state wage, which is different from the town wages that are around the state, the state wage goes up to $9 an hour, up from $7.50 an hour.
That's a big jump, too.
Now, here's the thing, Michael.
Yes.
I was contacted by the good folks down at the jury duty place, district court, and I'm up for jury duty this month, but I haven't had to go in yet.
What were they paying?
And they tell me they would pay me $7.50 an hour.
Well, they already took the tax out.
Now, that tells me they're breaking the law by not paying the local wage of $10.10 an hour.
Is that the municipal court?
That's district court.
Oh.
And I guess they think they can get by with paying the state wage. Yet,
I guess that's true.
Unless they hold court outside the city limits, it seems to me they're breaking the law.
So I was looking up salaries this morning, and if you go to the city directory, there are, about 30 pages of 50 names each with some pretty decent salaries. Some not so decent. Kind of amazing how not so decent.
You mean local businesses or?
No, the people who work for the government. The people who work for city government.
Government usually pays pretty well.
And there's a lot of people too. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and they're all related.
Okay, first of all, it starts alphabetically. It takes you 3 pages to get through the A's.
Yeah, Alvarez.
Yes.
A lot of those.
Arellano, all those names.
Then when you get to G, forget about Garcia,
Gonzalez, Guerra.
Yes.
And Gerstein.
Now,
Gershowitz.
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
A lot of Gershowitzes here.
Yes. Now, tipped wages. Like if you're a waiter or a bartender.
Yeah.
Right now, you're only earning $2.13 an hour. But it goes up to $2.35 an hour.
So they're making 22 cents more. That's a hard fight to get your 22 cents. And, you know, people always resent their waiters because, oh, this is cold. Oh, this French fry is flaccid.
It's usually not the waiter's fault.
And, yeah, it's not. And then, all these things. So I was in one of your favorite places this week. Harbor Freight.
Oh, I thought I was going to say jail. Yeah.
Oh, that's your second favorite place. The way you got to jail was your first favorite. Yeah. Harbor Freight, you go to hardware stores and you're usually intimidated. And you ask somebody for it, they think, well, you don't know what you're doing anyway. You're going to probably break it. Anyhow, everybody was nice. And you'd think they'd be short with you because their prices are so cheap. How can they afford them, to pay their $10.25 an hour? But I guess they do. And then even going to the cashier, he said, "Are you listed?" I said, "Yeah." I gave him my phone number. He said, "Oh, you don't seem to be listed. You want me to list you?" There's people standing behind me because there's a million people.
They're waiting on you.
He's so sweetly going through this. He got me signed up. He gave me, there's all these deals.
He has incentive to do so, Michael.
What's his incentive? I don't tip him.
Well, what's your incentive for signing up?
Oh, I get deals. But so at the end I said, you guys are nicer than the people at Target. Target really has nice people there too.
Well,
it depends on if you yell at them.
Only because they have to be nice.
They have to be. Nobody's watching them every second. And
they can be fired if they're not
one
nice.
of your not favorite places, Olive Garden, I was there last night. They are always nice there. And they're
sure
always
they are.
nice in Red Lobster.
Well,
all those places, they're really nice. And I was thinking, it's not easy to be nice. You get pissed off, especially in your job like where you're waiting on people. I think everybody would piss you off because the people
who wants to
feel
wait
entitled.
on rude, hungry people.
Yeah.
Not me.
Or people who are hungry for their hardware.
And,
so I think the quality of nice is amazing when you run into it.
Well, it's good.
Yes.
It's good to see.
We needed the philosophy of nice.
Actually, you said I like Harbor Freight.
No, I said I did. You didn't say. I didn't say.
I thought you said my favorite store, Harbor Freight.
No, you said the jail.
I thought you were assuming it was my favorite. I actually like
Salmons.
down the street, down Picacho, that's the corner of Picacho and Valley Drive.
What the?
Tractor
tire
Supply.
store? No.
Tractor Supply. Have you been in that store?
Yes.
I like that
It's
store.
like going into a World's Fair of cowboys.
It's like a country hardware store.
Yeah. But how did the people treat you? How did they, sir, how are you doing?
Just fine and dandy.
I don't want to characterize their accents, though.
I know, but you know, the farm girls working in there, you can tell.
You can tell.
Mm-hmm. And they have everything you're going to need on the farm. And they have everything.
Oh, yeah, the girls.
They have everything but tractors.
But they supply the tractors, the stuff you need for your tractor.
That's true. Yeah, whatever you're going to pull behind the tractor.
Yeah,
or,
stuff like that.
Yeah, and the stuff,
That's
the oil.
interesting. So,
I like Harbor Freight. And I like Tractor Supply.
I like stores that like me. And a lot of restaurants around town do have nice people working for them.
They like you too.
Yeah.
Apparently.
And I try not to complain.
You must be a good tipper.
I'm a nice guy.
I got a tip for you.
Stay
out of television.
God, thank goodness I can't get on for anything.
Now,
Here's $5. Can you get on?
Now, here's the thing. Next year, 37,000 New Mexicans will lose their food aid. By that I mean food stamps, the SNAP program, because the government is trimming $5.5 billion over the next 5 years from food aid to people who need it, so that they can lower the taxes for the ultra-rich and big corporations.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
They got to pay for that
I was
somehow.
going to say, you know why we don't have money for food stamps? Because we gave it all to the big corporations.
Right. That's how it is in this country now.
Unfortunately.
And also the food
And
lunch.
that's a national thing, not just a
national,
state thing. Yes.
Right, but just in this state, the poorest state in the country, we're losing 37,000 New Mexicans from the food stamp program. Now, that also means school lunch programs are going to be cut, if not completely eliminated.
And these poor little kids, there's got to be something that is going to happen
Sometimes
to offset that.
Many of them, that's the only real meal of the day that they get. And how can they study and learn if they haven't had any nutrition?
So if you have poor people and you don't give them food and their brains shrivel up because they're not thinking, they just become more poor.
Well,
they don't have a way out of poverty if you don't feed them.
Right. Well, I think maybe that's the way of keeping a nice and dumb population.
Oh yeah, it's better for when we have war.
Then they'll vote for anybody.
And then they'll join up for the military. And what you said.
And they'll get 3 squares a day. And so, hey,
I love those cheery stories you bring.
Yes, today, happy holidays. There's a holiday pop-up art show.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, it's at 201 North Church Street. I can't figure out exactly where that is.
It's the the bank.
The building?
The bank
The
with
bank
the bear
building?
on it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's about
a 6-story bank building.
I saw that 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Because they opened Thursday night.
Yes, and it goes on today and tomorrow.
And it's worth seeing any time of day. There's great stuff.
Goes on from 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. They have paintings, ceramics, jewelry, photography, and it's over 60 artists.
Actually, there's about 100. And I think Karen Conley is in charge of that.
Yes.
She does a lot of these pop-ups. She's an amazing person. This is not the first time she's done it, and certainly at least the second time she's done it in this venue.
And it's free to get in, is it not?
It is free to get in.
And these things are all for sale.
And there's some cool things. There's some artists you've never seen before. Well, probably many.
Yeah,
you've
most.
never seen before, yes.
So if you're at the farmer's market...
Tiffany Figueroa, you know her?
Oh, yes.
You know her.
She's been on the show.
That's true. She does crazy Dago things. She's got a room to herself.
Ooh, that's nice.
And
she likes colorful. She likes a lot of color.
She's amazing.
And so when you're at the farmer's market and crafts market, go in there. It's right there.
It's
What floor is it on?
The floor.
First floor?
Yep, you walk in, it's there.
In the lobby?
Yeah. Oh, it's big. You know, the last time they had it there, they hadn't fixed it up. Now it's really fixed up.
Well, great.
So it's
well,
good.
let's get fixed up for
We'll
a break.
take a break, and we'll come back and drink some Schwartzhog.
Right after these words.
You found us on Channel 98. Keep watching because we have so much in store for you. We want to grow together. Your channel, local and real.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
We are back to Double Talk.
And we're back to part 2 of our eggnog experiment. We liked the rum.
We like to run with the eggnog. But now,
our producer just sampled the Schwartzhog, and he was amazed. In fact, he's still choking.
what is Schwartzhog, Michael?
Black pig in German.
That's true.
It's a German aperitif liqueur type thing. As with most Amaros that come from Italy.
It's got herbs.
It's got herbs and
spices
alcohol,
and roots and all kinds of
roots. They never tell you what it is.
Some people
It's best not to know.
think it's like Jägermeister, but it's not.
It looks like Jägermeister. In fact, everybody sees this thing, says, "Oh, does Jägermeister make it?"
But it's better.
It has the flavor palette has nothing to do with the Jägermeister.
There's no licorice, thankfully.
Yeah,
You don't have to do that, Michael. I got a thing to start with.
you got to think this.
I do.
You're not. You were told to keep that in your pants. Oh, that.
Stirring. You want to stir a stick, Michael?
No, I'm going to go commando.
Okay.
How does this close? Oh, that's the other thing. All right.
Already good.
Do you like it?
I do. I might even like it
That's
better.
so smooth. They told you. We loved it last time we did it.
I love it now.
It's more mellow. It's 37.6% alcohol, as opposed to this, which is a hefty 40%.
This somehow makes it a little more interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of flavors in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking there must be other weird drinks that are like this, like
What else could you make Schwartzhog with?
you could do it straight. What could you mix it with?
Schwartz.
It would not work with gin, I don't think.
Well, no,
Scotch, maybe. Sort of like it's not sweet like a sweet vermouth.
you can mix it with
It's
Bailey's.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Sure, you could.
it's an edge.
If it mixed with this, it'll mix with Bailey's.
I guess you're right. Well, next week.
No. Well, next week is the Christmas show. We'll have some sort of a holiday drink, I'm sure.
Well, this is a holiday drink.
This is a holiday drink.
Yes, but you need time to.
We're doing
get
a head
your
start on
Schwartzhog-
that for a good
Get your
reason.
Schwartzhog down at Specs.
Yeah, that's probably about the only place you'll find it in this
I'm
area.
not going to find it here.
You don't think Kelly Liquors might have it?
Kelly's?
If anybody would, they would. But
It's true, they would. I never looked, but
we never looked. They might have it.
you don't
Call
hear
them and check
talk-
with them first.
You never hear them talk about it. But then again,
They don't talk.
They never talked about their double cross vodka, which when I asked for it, they said they had, and when they looked, they didn't have. Then they ordered it for
ordered it for
me,
you?
and it's a great vodka.
Well, then they could order Schwartzhog for you, too.
I guess so. We'll try that.
Yeah. Now,
What's next here?
hey, Fort
food.
Selden, tonight at Fort Selden, they're having their Luminario Extravaganza.
Wow, if you like Luminarias.
Yeah,
Isn't the university doing it? When's
Oh,
that
they
next
did that
week?
last week.
Oh, did I miss that?
last week. We were off last week, folks, if you
Yes.
are a
That's
regular
because
watcher.
the sound of the week before never came through.
No, last week we had studio problems.
Oh, is that why?
That's why. But
What is that in picture?
But
It
tonight
looks
at
like,
Fort
New
Selden,
York.
that's Fort Selden.
That's Fort
They're going to have
Selden.
800 glowing candles in bags, and they're also going to have a campfire.
Who's counting?
There'll be some music. They'll have warm cider, and it'll just be real nice. You can walk the Luminario pathways,
It looks pretty.
look up at the sky and see the beautiful stars.
And the lack of a full moon.
Well, yes.
Maybe a little less than that. You know, I'm surprised there's a full moon and we didn't even have a Jewish holiday. I think we wait for new moons.
Don't you have one about every month?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
I mean, that's how you get out of work.
And so
The new moon.
that's a very nice ambiance out there. It's a lot of fun. Bundle up, wear a jacket. It could be chilly
Or
tonight.
just, if you wear a shirt, you can stuff your shirt with crumpled newspapers. That works the same as a jacket.
That's true. And it's only like 13 miles north of Las Cruces. There's plenty of parking.
Of course.
It is $5 though to get in.
Is it? And what do you get for your $5? A room full of candles.
No room. It's all outdoors.
It's all outdoors full of candles.
It's all outdoors, marking the pathways, and you kind of see what it was like back when it was working for it. Back then, all they had was the light of fires and lanterns.
They didn't walk around at night. They just stayed in there.
They went to bed early, I'm
Yeah,
sure,
they
because they had to
did.
get up early.
Yeah.
Those Indians attack early.
Anyway, we're not pushing Fort Selden that much. Are you going?
I doubt it.
I'm doing
I've
the
been
same
there.
thing as you.
I've done it.
Me too. I've been there in the daylight. So what's this?
The Sun Valley Concert Band,
Yeah.
not Sun Valley,
Mesilla
Valley.
Yeah, concert
Mesilla
band.
Valley Concert Band is doing a show tonight. It's free.
Oh, it's
well, not tonight. It's at 3 o'clock.
So in a couple hours.
Yeah, so after you go to the farmer's market and the art show downtown, you can make your way on down, have a little bit of lunch.
and Hanukkah music.
Christmas and Hanukkah music.
Name a Hanukkah song.
I mean, like the one Adam Sandler sings?
Yeah, sure.
That one.
That's a good one. Okay, dreidel,
Dreidel, dreidel.
yeah.
I didn't want to be the obvious.
No, it'd be too obvious, yeah. That's pretty much it.
Even
Hanukkah, Hanukkah.
Even for a
Hanukkah,
goy
Hanukkah.
like me.
Yeah. I'm not.
You're not a goy like me. No.
You're not even a goy like you.
I know.
If I knew a goy like you.
Oi.
Oi. Atkinson, free. It's free.
That's true.
Cool. Best Christmas lights in town. Are you going to read a list?
No.
You know what you do?
I won't read the list.
Drive through all the neighborhoods and you can see. Usually the one that if you go past the Encanto Hotel, there's always a guy on the corner that
On
has
Foothills Boulevard.
incredible stuff.
Yeah.
But then again, you're
if
not
you-
a child.
If you look at the Pulse, this is the Pulse that's got a 2-page spread of all the places that have really cool Christmas lights around town. And just look at this, use this as your guide.
That's true. And
If you enjoy driving around looking at Christmas lights.
And if you're too cheap to subscribe to the Sun News,
They're free.
Most stores just leave them around
Yeah.
because it's advertising.
Sure.
There's a lot of places. There's like 20 places there.
You can look up the Pulse online as well.
When we were younger and cared, we used to go drive around, and it was amazing. You could say, "Wow!"
My mother,
They had lots of themes.
as a young kid, my mother used to love to drive around and look at all the Christmas lights. We spent hours doing it. That's back before.
And she left you at home, right?
No, I
she
drugged
took
me
you
along.
there and drugged you.
That's
That's why you
before
were drugged.
Christmas lighting wasn't
A thing.
as easy to do as it is now.
That's
With all the
true.
computerized displays and digital equipment and all that.
That's true. You had to like light a bonfire and then make pictures of it. Now you just get a laser thing and aim it at your house, and you can have stories played out. You could have little movies.
There's a big one off of Watson Lane down in Mesilla Park, just south of Mesilla Park on Calle de Margaritas.
Isn't it around Watson? That's
the
where
guy
a
that
lot of
does the
those things are.
huge display over there. The guy works for a battery company.
If you have
Interstate
that
Batteries.
guy, yes, he did it like 20 years ago.
but
Gets better. Oh,
yeah.
look, light downtown free. We're on to our next thing. Is that
That's
on?
December 22nd. We'll talk more about that next week. But that's going on downtown from 4:30 to 6. And they're going to have a menorah lighting.
What's that V thing there?
You tell me.
Well, I heard about it yesterday when I heard them talking about the Hanukkah party at the White House,
Yeah.
where he said, "Oh, look, Hanukkah is 9 years old.
Why?
It's got 9 candles."
Oh,
That was that White House thing.
and so that's going on. There'll be many more things we'll talk about next week. Going on over the holiday season.
Oh, here's some fun things you like. Directed to city politics. Gil Sorg, one of our trusted
The city councilman.
City councilman.
He's also a friend of the show. He's been on more than once.
we like him.
And he, of course, is a councilman for District 5 in Las Cruces. And today, also at 3 o'clock, he's hosting a coffee meeting at the Starbucks in his district.
Which is that Starbucks?
That's the one on the corner of
Oh,
Bataan Memorial West and Sonoma Drive.
I've never
Sonoma
even
Ranch.
seen that one. I guess that's
Near the
one in
Demings, near
70.
the Denny's.
Denny's. Oh.
So you have to be heading back into town
Or just cross over underneath the bridge.
at
Yeah.
Sonoma Ranch.
Yeah.
And there you are.
Yeah, at the Gil Sorg meeting.
Right,
we
so
got-
if you care about your district and where you live, especially if you live in District 5,
Actually,
drop
even if
in.
you don't live in District 5, all the issues he has in his district are the same issues in other people's district,
Yes.
except for the poor people's district whose roads are falling apart and nobody cares.
Well, that's East Mason. That's his district.
Well, they're also in the middle of town.
They have dirt roads out there quite a bit.
Oh, well, they should be.
But you can bring your
Nobody does it.
concerns and your questions to Gil Sorg, and he's the one who will take care of them and answer them and take them further. Now, we lost some people recently. Danny Aiello.
It's a good thing we told his name because
He's an actor.
You might have thought that was.
That's an old shot of him. We also have a younger shot of him. There he is. He became a big star in the 80s.
Yeah, he was fun.
He
He's
was
a
in the
great
film as
Italian
Cher.
guy. He was,
Played gangsters.
He was in Sal's Pizza Place.
Yeah, and so he died at the age of 86 this week.
God bless him.
Now, we also lost a couple of weeks ago Sid Haig.
Who is?
Well, he was in those Rob Zombie films,
Oh,
Devil's Rejects.
well, he didn't need makeup, did he?
Rob Zombie kind of resurrected his career.
Oh.
I knew Sid Haig back in 1978 and 79. We worked on a film together called The Aftermath, and he's a really nice guy.
Well, you can tell from that picture. You know, I would love to befriend him over a bottle of buttermilk.
Well, he's like these guys that look mean and nasty, and they're really nice guys.
Sweethearts, yes.
Yeah.
They have to compensate.
Yes.
All these tall bruisers are really, sweethearts.
And like,
Or-
we also lost Marie Fredrickson of the group Roxette.
Oh, no.
You know them?
Yeah,
they
I
had
remember
several
them.
big hits back in the 80s and early 90s.
What was she, like 52?
But she's been dealing with cancer for like 12 years.
Oh, how do you even do
They're from Sweden.
We're going to be so sued with this,
She had video of Sid Haig years ago. And so, yes,
That's not her. That's somebody else.
that's not her. She had like a number of her own solo albums after Roxette.
Roxette was a fun little group. That was good. Short hair.
They were more than one-hit wonders.
Yeah. Oh, he loves those shots. Our producer just likes looking at these shots. He's downloading for himself, I'm thinking. So I think our time is up. Is our time up?
It's getting close.
Otherwise, we're going to have another drink. And
Oh, no,
maybe,
Michael, we couldn't do that.
Oh, so we'll be back. What drink do you want to do next week?
Well, we don't know yet. So
We don't.
We'll have to ponder these things.
I've had a number of suggestions from
And
Zemont.
let's leave it a mystery for now.
Yes.
And if you
see.
tune in next week, you'll find out for sure.
Yes. Meanwhile, go to the Amador, ask for weird drinks, ask for the last word, see
Well,
if they
they've
can
got
do
'em.
that. Get the aviation.
Wonder what kind of eggnog they can make for you. I bet they don't have this.
Nobody,
down there.
Schwartzhog is, once you have a bottle, you have a bottle. But if you don't, you can't just walk into Walgreens and say, let me have 3 bottles of Schwartzhog.
They won't order it for you, but
No, they
Kelly
won't.
Liquors will.
Kelly's would, if they knew what it was.
And I guess Specs would too.
Specs has it already. But sometimes they run out. I've ordered a number of things there, and you order it, and you call them up, and you say, do you have it? And they go, oh, no, we don't have it. And then you go in, and they have it. It's like Carpano Antico I ordered. They didn't even
Yes.
know what it was.
Neither do I.
Well, you've had it.
That's all for
We
this week's
snuck
show.
it into the show.
We'll
Talk
see you
to
back here
next
on
week.
Double Talk next week.
Raise your hand if you waited till this long before you turned off the show, and we'll count your name.
Oh, thanks for raising. I saw that.
Yeah,
I
that
did.
was- yeah.
We have a way where we can't see.
It works both ways.
I wish that guy there would put his pants on.
Why? Are you jealous?